You cannot always control what goes on outside, but you can always control what goes on inside. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. Hustle beats talent when talent doesn't hustle. Everything you've ever wanted is sitting on the other side of fear. The question isn't who is going to let me. It's who is going to stop me. Every strike brings me closer to the next home run. Don't worry about failure. You only have to be right once. You carry the passport to your own happiness. Never let success get to your head, and never let failure get to your heart. Ideation without execution is delusion. Make sure your worst enemy doesn't live between your own two ears. It is a rough road that leads to the heights of greatness. For the great doesn't happen through impulse alone, and is a succession of little things that are brought together. If we take care of the moments, the years will take care of themselves. Resilience is when you address uncertainty with flexibility. Sometimes magic is just someone spending more time on something than anyone else might reasonably expect. It's not the will to win that matters. Everyone has that. It's the will to prepare to win that matters. As a single footstep will not make a path on the earth, so a single thought will not make a pathway in the mind. To make a deep physical path, we walk again and again. To make a deep mental path, we must think over and over the kind of thoughts we wish to dominate our lives. Never give up on a dream just because of the time it will take to accomplish it. The time will pass anyway. True humility is not thinking less of yourself. It is thinking of yourself less. The two most important days in your life are the day you're born and the day you find out why. Nothing ever goes away until it teaches us what we need to know. We can see through others only when we can see through ourselves. First, forget inspiration. Habit is more dependable. Habit will sustain you whether you're inspired or not. Habit will help you finish and polish your stories. Inspiration won't. Habit is persistence in practice. The best way out is always through. The battles that count aren't the ones for gold medals. The struggles within yourself, the invisible, inevitable battles inside all of us, that's where it's at. If there is no struggle, there is no progress. Courage is like a muscle. We strengthen it by use. Relentlessly prune bullshit. Don't wait to do things that matter, and savor the time you have. That's what you do when life is short. More is lost by indecision than wrong decision. If the highest aim of a captain were to preserve his ship, he would keep it in port forever. You can be the ripest, juiciest peach in the world, and there's still going to be somebody who hates peaches. Keep a little fire burning, however small, however hidden. You'll never get bored when you try something new. There's really no limit to what you can do. I think it's intoxicating when somebody is so unapologetically who they are. You can never leave footprints that last if you're always walking on tiptoe. If you don't like the road you're walking, start paving another one. If it makes you nervous, you're doing it right. What you do makes a difference, and you have to decide what kind of difference you want to make. I choose to make the rest of my life the best of my life. In order to be irreplaceable, one must always be different. Anything can make me stop and look and wonder, and sometimes learn. People's passion and desire for authenticity is strong. A surplus of effort could overcome a deficit of confidence. Doubt is a killer. You just have to know who you are and what you stand for. No one changes the world who isn't obsessed. I learned a long time ago that there is something worse than missing the goal, and that's not pulling the trigger. Some people want it to happen, some wish it would happen, others make it happen. We cannot solve problems with the kind of thinking we employed when we came up with them. Women challenge the status quo because we are never it. We don't just sit around and wait for other people. We just make and we do. Think like a queen. A queen is not afraid to fail. Failure is another stepping stone to greatness. The strongest actions for a woman is to love herself, be herself, and shine amongst those who never believed she could. Whenever you see a successful woman, look out for 3 men who are going out of their way to try to block her. Some women choose to follow men, and some choose to follow their dreams. If you're wondering which way to go, remember that your career will never wake up and tell you that it doesn't love you anymore. The thing women have yet to learn is nobody gives you power. You just take it. No woman wants to be in submission to a man who isn't in submission to God. A witty woman is a treasure. A witty beauty is a power. When a woman becomes her own best friend, life is easier. If you want something said, ask a man. If you want something done, ask a woman. We need women at all levels, including the top, to change the dynamic, reshape the conversation, to make sure women's voices are heard and heeded, not overlooked and ignored. Women must learn to play the game as I swear by my life and my love of it, that I will never live for the sake of another man, nor ask another man to live for mine. He who conquers himself is the mightiest warrior. Try not to become a man of success, but rather become a man of value. One man with courage makes a majority. One secret of success in life is for a man to be ready for his opportunity when it comes. A man who has committed a mistake and doesn't correct it is committing another mistake. The successful man will profit from his mistakes and try again in a different way. A successful man is one who can lay a firm foundation with the bricks others have thrown at him. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. The most difficult thing is the decision to act. The rest is merely tenacity. You'll find that education is just about the only thing lying around loose in this world, and it's about the only thing a fellow can have as much of as he's willing to haul away. Take the attitude of a student. Never be too big to ask questions. Never know too much to learn something new. It is remarkable how much long-term advantage people like us have gotten by trying to be consistently not stupid, instead of trying to be very intelligent. And the day came when the risk to remain tight in a bud was more painful than the risk it took to blossom. Your Monday morning thoughts set the tone for your whole week. See yourself getting stronger and living a fulfilling, happier, and healthier life. Friday sees more smiles than any other day of the work week. Oh, it's Friday again. Share the love that was missing during the week in a worthy moment of peace and bliss. Every Friday, I like to high-five myself for getting through another week on little more than caffeine, willpower, and inappropriate humor. Make a Friday a day to celebrate work well done that you can be proud of, knowing that you just didn't put in time to the next paycheck. When you leave work on Friday, leave work. Don't let technology follow you throughout your weekend, answering text messages and emails. Take a break. You will be more refreshed to begin the work week if you have had a break. There is a vitality, a life force, and energy, a quickening that is translated through you into action, And because there is only one of you in all time, this expression is unique. And if you block it, it will never exist through any other medium and will be lost. I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to hit the notification bell.